Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to week 13. Yes, lucky number 13. At least for me, it happens to be my lucky number, or just my number in general. Um, I'm Jacqui Duran, independent Scentsy Consultant, and you guys, if you follow me at all, you guys know that every week I come on and I deliver you a weekly Scentsy chat. That's what I do. Sharing the Scentsy love with all of you guys. So whether you guys are watching me and you are a Scentsy consultant, um, excellent. Um, I always tell you guys kudos for putting forth the time and really making time for you and your business, because I think it's a big step in the right direction um, for you and your Scentsy business. So kudos, kudos, kudos. If you are not a Scentsy consultant, I don't know why you aren't, because you should be. Because if you're following me at all, then you see how much fun I'm having every single week. I love being a Scentsy consultant. Um, I honestly think that it's my, how do I want to say it? It's my happy place. My career, life, and everything else can get stressful, but whenever I'm working my Scentsy business, it makes me happy. So why not find your happiness and find your balance? Um, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I have a career, I'm going to school, and so Scentsy is the thing that is just all about me and allows me to be me. And again, another reason why I love it. Sorry, I'm going to gush for a second here, because um, I don't have a boss to answer to. I am the boss of my Scentsy business. So I get to make my own hours. I get to decide when I'm going to work, where I'm going to work, how I'm going to work. Look, I got bare feet. Look, I'm working with no shoes on. You're welcome for getting to see my feet, by the way. It's nighttime. I get frisky. Um, but I really do think that that's one of the things that I enjoy the most, because, aside from the, Scentsy standards, policies, things like that, I really don't have rules I have to conform to, right? I don't have to sign into the computer at a certain time. I don't have to, um, I only have a sales goal that I have to meet in a rolling 3-month period. So maybe I'm just having a really bad month. Maybe I've got a lot of stuff going on in my life right now. And trust me, guys, if you think that it's never going to happen to you, it will happen to you. Um, Emergencies come up, whether it's with family, whether it's personal, whether it's health related, or um, whatever it happens to be, things happen. And the beauty of Scentsy is that when those things do happen, it doesn't mean that just because you have 0 sales for a month that you no longer get to be a consultant. You have a rolling 3-month period. It's not a quarter. It's not like every quarter you have to have a certain amount of sales. But in a rolling 3-month period, you do have to have $150 in PRV, which is what we consider like total sales, right? More or less. So that's the real joy in that, is that I get to make my own rules. I get to decide when I work my business. I get to decide how I like to work my business. One of the other great things with Scentsy is, we have a tried and true model that if you plug into it and you are truly plugged into your business, and you're attending, whether it's the weekly corporate training call that happens on Tuesdays, whether it's watching the training videos, on our workstations as a consultant, we have the training center. And there's some amazing, amazing videos there that are done by Scentsy and Scentsy Corporate, and where they pull in some of our amazing leaders in our organization, and they give us systems that we're able to duplicate, because obviously we have lots and lots and lots of people who are doing Scentsy and are, oh my gosh, they are totally making this a full-time income. They're probably making a lot more money than I am making at my day job. Uh, so, when we look for things, that's obviously something that I strive to do is, one day I hope to be in that position and be able to make this that type of a thing, because I do love it so much that it would be a complete blessing if I'm able to achieve that. And so it's on my goal list. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. I can do it, right? I can do it. This week, though, I wanted to, I thought I would talk about marketing your Scentsy business. We've touched on different topics throughout the week, and when I was trying to think of the topic for this week's agenda, I don't know, marketing was just on my mind. And so I thought that it might be a good time to actually discuss marketing and how you can make it work for you. Because especially for me, who, again, I don't do this full time, unfortunately, so I have to be very creative with my marketing. And I don't have a day job where I can play on Facebook all day, or send emails all day, or I just can't. I have meetings, I have responsibilities that have to be done at work. So there's many a days where maybe on my lunch break I might get a good 10-15 minutes to very briefly graze through Facebook or pull up my personal email and check that, and maybe answer a couple text messages if I can. It's on a good day. But for the majority of the days, I don't have that luxury. So I have to be very creative when it comes to my marketing, because obviously I'm trying to make the most out of my business. And in order to do that, it takes some marketing on my part. And so I have to pick up the slack. So I'm constantly looking for ways that I can better utilize my Scentsy time. Why do my cats just come in here and cry at my feet? So I'm looking for those ways of ways to capture and keep my customers current and active and updated. I will link it back. When I go back, I'm going to try and edit the video so I can put the link in there. But if you guys haven't looked or watched the video yet about Facebook pages and how to schedule your posts for your Facebook pages, it's a really, really good way to do marketing and be able to kind of not have it be so much of a pain, I guess. I mean, not that it's a pain to post on Facebook, but for me, like I said, who is busy and I don't have time during the day to do those posts, and sometimes in the evenings it's crazy, and I don't have time to do anything until like this time at night. I don't have to sit there and go, oh man, I didn't post anything yesterday and I didn't post anything today, and they're just gonna think I like fell off the map or something. So I can actually schedule those posts out, and it's one thing that I've kind of taken off my plate. But that goes into the whole scope of marketing, especially with social media. I think social media is an amazing outlet that if you guys are not yet using it, you need to become more familiar with social media, because in all honesty, that is the way that things are moving. You can still obviously work your business how you choose. That's the beauty. But I highly suggest to try to, if you aren't already, branch out of your comfort zone bubble and start looking for ways that you can engage in a social media marketing audience a little bit better. And it doesn't have to be huge, gigantic strides, but little things here and there that you can start doing, and then before you know it, they become habit. That's how habits are formed. We do things over and over and over again in a repetitive manner, and before you know it, it's now become a habit, and it's something that you don't even think about, and it hardly takes any of your time, right? That's basically what it is in a nutshell. Um, so keep looking over here because there's something over here I have to show you. Um, while I talk about social media, I think it's very, 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 very important to note that you do not want to come off as the hard seller on social media. And it's very easy to do. You do not want to be the person who is constantly going, help me guys, help me reach my goal. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. Help me reach my goal. I need sales. I need a party. I need this. I need that. It's good to reach out on a one-to-one basis when you're trying to meet those challenges or goals or what have you for each month. But I encourage you not to do it in a public forum. And I only say that as a recommendation simply because you have to look at the big scope of everything. And in the big scope of everything, the people that you are marketing to on your social media, whether that's Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or whatever it is that you're doing it on, when you are marketing to those people, those customers that are your customers now, those are the people that you are also possibly going to start looking at for potential recruits or potential future team members. Because I will tell you that your number one customers out there, if they aren't joining Scentsy yet, you need to be having that talk with them. So those customers who are constantly ordering from you, who are always buying Scentsy, who are just as passionate about it as you are, even if they're just buying it just for themselves. Like I've got a customer now who she loves Scentsy. She loves Scentsy, and she's buying it from me on a weekly basis. And that's amazing. But I've already had the conversation with her that, hey, I know that you love it so much, and I'm more than happy to take your orders every week, but maybe you need to start thinking about making a little bit of money since you're going to be spending the money anyway, right? So rather than, yes, it's great for me to be her consultant. I love that. I love being her consultant. But at the same time, I would much rather have her on my team and have her give her the opportunity, if she's going to be spending that money, it's almost like that credit card. Like you spend, you charge it up on the credit card, and you're getting cash back rewards. Same concept, right? When you're buying from yourself for Scentsy, that adds to your PRV, which means on the 10th of the next month, you're going to get paid on that PRV. Why not if it's truly your hobby and your passion and something that you're going to spend money on anyway, why not make the money back? So when you're the one out there who is constantly saying, oh my gosh, guys, I need to meet my goal. I need you to order from me. I need. You don't want to come off as the needy person, because then those customers who are maybe like my customer, and I'm having that conversation with her, she's going to think back if I was doing those posts and going, oh man, every month I see her like grasping for those sales at the end of the month. So I don't want that hassle. I don't want that. I don't want that pressure. I don't want that at all. It's just something I suggest. Just a suggestion. I think that you need to, when you're doing social media and when you're marketing you. You're marketing your brand. You become your brand. And what you are putting out there on social media becomes what they represent you with. So you don't want to be the negative Nelly out there, always complaining about the traffic every day and the people that you ran into at the store. It's perfectly okay to have those conversations, but be conscious when you are posting. Maybe you can word it a little bit differently. Maybe you can find a different outlet to vent those frustrations to. Um, you still want to be you. You still, I'm not saying be a completely different person on social media by any means of the imagination, but you have to, like I said, you have to be aware of the brand that you're representing, right? People are going to associate you with Scentsy. And when they associate you with Scentsy and they see you every single day on there complaining about the checkout lady at the store, and then the guy who stole your parking spot, and then, oh my gosh, can you believe this traffic today? And can you believe what the weather is like? I'm so sick of this weather. And then the next day it's on a rant about how people wear their jeans, or whatever. You're just complaining about something every single day. That just becomes somebody that you're just like, I'm drained just from reading the post. So it's not something that I want to portray out there, right? I don't want that to be known as me. I might complain a lot. Maybe I'm just not going to do it on social media. I think a really good way to market yourself and to brand yourself is to, again, look at different ways to market, rather than saying, hey guys, I really need to meet this sales goal. I just need $50 more. Who wants to buy a warmer from me this month because I have to meet my goal? Come on, guys, I need to promote. Instead of doing that, my suggestion is to look for ways to showcase your product. I think that the same way that you would do if you were at a Scentsy party, picture yourself if you were doing a Scentsy home party and you were showing off the product and discussing the product. You would be sharing your Scentsy spirit, right? You would be talking about how much you love it, or the washer whiffs. Oh my gosh, I can't do a single load of laundry without using washer whiffs because I love them so much and my clothes come out smelling amazing. Or when I've had a really crappy day at work, one thing that I love to do is to come home and change my wax out to a nice relaxing scent, and it puts me in a better mood. Things like that, right? Put a positive spin on it and let them know that you're sharing your love of the Scentsy product itself, because that's what you're doing. That's what you would be doing if you were at a home party. Just take that concept and put it into your social media posts. And I guarantee you'll start to see better results. Hence the reason I'm looking right here. Because the other day, I got in my order and I got my Goldsmith warmer. This baby is beautiful. I can't tell you how much I love this warmer. The video doesn't do it any justice. It's an element warmer, so you've got your element plate there in your dish. The dish is kind of small, FYI. So it's a little small. This would be like a 1 to 2 cube kind of dish, no more than 2. But it sits just right on top of there, and I love the simplicity of it. I really, 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 really do. And obviously it's an element warmer, so it doesn't have a light bulb, and it just sits there and it looks so chic and glorious and gold, and I adore it. And I totally agree that it's a very good idea to put it on the front of the catalog because that's how amazing it is. But you want to share your passion. You want to share your love of Scentsy, right? And your customers want to know that you like Scentsy so much that you use it, right? You don't want to not have a good knowledge to be able to tell your customers, um, you know, what some of the warmers look like. And it doesn't mean that you have to have every warmer that's in the catalog. No, no, no. I mean, you can if you want, but no. Okay. I buy these things because I love the product. Um, so I just really like it. I knew it was something I wanted. I don't have to buy those things. But I am a Scentsy addict, and I've always said it since the day I joined, since the day I was introduced to Scentsy. I love the product. I use the product every single day. And that may be when I'm doing my laundry, because I do use the washer whips. Right now, I'm going through my tub of Scentsy Clean. I usually jump scents back and forth. Right now, I'm Scentsy Clean. I actually have the body lotion. I'm still using, I think it was, when was it that it came out? Oh gosh, I can't remember now. But they did a special, and it was a wink and a smile. And it came in shower gel, body lotion, I think hand soap. I can't remember the other thing came in. Maybe it was body spray. I think it was body spray. But anyway, it was like a little special pack that you could buy. And I had gotten 2 of those. And so I'm like on my last bottle of body lotion of a wink and a smile. And I love it. I love it. But I use that. I have the hand soap out in my bathroom. At work, I have a room spray, and I've got a scent pack on my desk. In my car, I always have a scent circle hanging in my car. I have Scentsy warming all over my house. I use it. I use the product. And so I want my customers to know I use the product. You know, these new scents just came out last month. Gosh, it's already April. Last month, when the new catalog launched and all the new scents came out, you know, I wanted to buy the new scents, not only because, again, I love Scentsy, but I wanted to be able to showcase those for my customers and be able to give those honest opinions. Anybody can read through that catalog and read the descriptions and go, yeah, that sounds nice. Anybody can get the testers and sniff those and goes, yeah, I think that smells really nice. But I wonder what it smells like in the living room when it's warming. I want to be able to give that direction to my customers and say, you know what? I know you really love strong floral scents. So Lush Gardenia is going to be the one that you're going to want, because that is a nice, strong floral scent, and it's going to last a while when you put it in your warmer. That's what I want to be able to do. My favorites now, if you guys are following me, then you know that my favorites right now are Coconut Cotton and Bonfire Beach. Those 2 are, OMG. I love those scents right now. I'm just loving them. The next on my list to warm, I just got that in, was Coconut Flower. I can't wait to try that one. My Only Sunshine. You know, I want to be able to give them scent descriptions, not just from the testers, but I want to be able to smell them myself. And so when I do that, I am using that in my social media. And I'm sharing, you know, my experience of Scentsy, and how I translate that is sharing the Scentsy love. I am sharing my love of Scentsy with all of my friends and all of my customers. So I'm putting that out there. So I'm going to screen share just very briefly and show you guys. And I apologize for last week, because I went back to when I was going through my YouTube, and I realized that at the end of week 12, I did a screen share, and then I came back and it was a total black screen. For some reason, it didn't come back to the camera. I don't know why. So I apologize for that. I don't know what happened. But anyway, okay. So let's see here. Blah 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 blah. All right. I'm going to do this. I promise I'm going to come back. Gosh, I hope I do. I don't want to break a promise now. All right. Wow. Okay. I don't know if it looked funky to you guys, but that totally looked funky on my end. So I'm going to try this again. Okay. Um, Gosh, I really hope this is working. Ugh, I hope this is working. Okay. I'm going to continue on though, just in case it's not. So on social media, there's certain platforms that I use on a daily basis, honestly. One is Twitter, one is Facebook, one is Instagram, and one is Pinterest. So there's 4 that I use literally on a daily basis. You guys know, like I said, on my Facebook fan page, I actually set it up to schedule those posts out. So when those scheduled posts go out, what I do is I actually go into that scheduled post. I will copy the text, and I usually still keep the picture saved in my phone. And then I will go over to, I'll hop onto my Twitter. I will share it on my Twitter. I will share it on my Instagram. And then I will also share it on my Pinterest. So I'm kind of touching all the social media bases in a sense. And so I happen to have a separate business Twitter. You don't need to do separate ones. And honestly, I will tell you that on my personal Twitter, I post a lot of Scentsy there too. So I'm probably doing double work than what I really need to do. But this is just kind of how I've set it up, and it's kind of how I've gone with it. So on Twitter, what I try and do is I really try and use those hashtags to my benefit. Like there's a picture there of the hoot warmer. I love the hoot warmer. I just think he's amazing. And then we're going to hop on over to Instagram. And I know it looks kind of, if you guys are anything like me, I'm a iPhone gal. So everything I do is basically on my phone. So I don't do a whole lot of Instagram, obviously, from my PC. But on my Instagram, you'll see the majority of my Instagram, there's a lot of Scentsy. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing because I'm able to draw in a good customer base from that. So I've got my Instagram. And then we're going to pop over here. Again, I hope this is working. Goodness gracious. I'm going to have to go back and make sure. My Pinterest. Now I actually, again, I'm going to scroll down to my Scentsy board. If you're a pinaholic like me, then you'll completely understand my boards. But so if I go to my Scentsy board here, you'll see that again, I do a lot of posting on here. I do a lot of posts, and it's drawing in that social media crowd and really trying to cross promote as much as I possibly can. Because you've got groups of people who use lots of different social media, and I want to make sure that I'm touching on all of them. Again, just me, but I challenge you guys to really, really, really look for ways that you can branch out when it comes to social media and when it comes to marketing your business. Because what I'm going to show you here is, for instance, on my Pinterest, crossing my fingers here that it's working for you. So here's a picture that I shared recently. So if I click on that, you guys know how, well, if you know how Pinterest works, you can look up different pins, like a pin board, right? So there's my description, there's my picture, and then when you actually click on the picture, it's going to drive you back to wherever I've set it to drive you. In this case, I've got it driving back to my Facebook page, my Facebook fan page. If we go back to another picture, exit out of that, we go down here, and I can tell also by where it says where it's pinned from. This one says pinned from the Melting Pot, which is my Scentsy, official Scentsy website. So here's that picture. That was my Mixable Monday picture. And so if I click on it, where's it going to drive me? It's going to drive me to my official Scentsy website. So I'm constantly driving to 2 different places with my posts. And honestly, I don't put a whole lot of thought into it. It's just more of like, in this picture, I'm trying to draw attention to the simplicity of Scentsy and how great it is. And so I wanted to drive that back to my Facebook, because I thought if they're interested in how simple Scentsy is, then hopefully they'll take a look at my Facebook page and they'll get more of an idea of Scentsy as a whole. On my Mixable Monday post, where I showcased my scent recipe, I drove them directly to my website for the fact of I want them to go buy my bars. So there's no exact science to it. I guess it's my own little science that I've come up with. So it just kind of depends where I want to drive it. You can change this to drive wherever you want it to go. And again, there's another YouTube video on my channel, and I'll try and link it in here to this one. But remember, you can always click on that pencil. You can edit your pen, and you can change the source of that to drive it wherever you want it to go. Okay. Okay, so I stopped sharing my screen. Let's see. Hopefully I'm back and you can see me. I still don't know what happened last week, and it's driving me nuts that I don't know what happened. But anyway, so some important things to take away from today, right? We want to be conscious of our social media presence. So conscious of how we are perceived by those who are following us on social media, whether that's Facebook, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, whatever. Wherever you're hanging out with your social media crowd, you want to just be conscious of the perception of you as your brand of Scentsy. So if you're bored one day, you can go on Facebook. I know you can do it from Facebook. You can go to your security set. I think it's security settings or general settings. I don't know which one now. I won't do it until I look at it and do it. But you can actually go on there and you can view your page as like public, right? So any post that you've put out there is public, or somebody just came across you on Facebook, that's what they would see, right? As anything that's publicly shared. So maybe one day you just need to, if you've got some time, go through your Facebook, wherever it is that you're posting your Scentsy stuff from. So if you've got a Scentsy fanbook page, look at it that way. If you use just your personal Facebook, then look at it as a public, look at it viewing from the public setting, the public perspective, if that makes any sense. And look at it like you were a customer. Like if I were to pull myself up on Facebook, what would be the impression that I would get from me and my posts? Would it be a positive impression? Would it be a negative impression? You can go on there at any time on Facebook and you can delete posts. So maybe if you take the time to go through your Facebook and start scrolling through it, and if you start to see that you are posting more negative than you are positive, like I said, it's okay to have a bad day. We all have bad days. And I'm not telling you guys not to vent if you feel like you want to vent or have a bad day or, you know, whatever. I'm not telling you to censor yourself by any means, but just be conscious of it, of how you're perceived, again, by not only those that you're going to be selling to, right? When you're posting your Scentsy the next day, when you were having that really crappy day yesterday, and you posted about how you went off and had a little road rage and what have you on that day. And then the next day you come on, you're like, hey guys, don't you want to buy a Scentsy from me? The people on the other side of the screen are like, what is going on with this person? They were really mad yesterday and now they're really happy today. I don't get it. I'm not following. So just take stock of that. And again, it's just my 2 cents. I'm just putting it out there. And so just be mindful of it. Then the other takeaway, of course, is to, like I said, I'm going to challenge you guys. If you aren't getting involved with the different social media outlets, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Google, any of these platforms, YouTube even, I challenge you guys, I challenge you to step out of your comfort zone and try a new social media outlet. If there's one that you're not trying right now, just try it. Try it, try it, try it. And the last thing I will leave you with is consistency is key. So wherever it is that you're posting, wherever it is that you're marketing to, however it is that you're doing it, do it on a consistent basis. Because when people start to see you being consistent with your business, they see it as something that is long lasting and it's strong, right? It gives it strength. They know that Jacqui is a Scentsy gal. I am posting about Scentsy. I am talking about Scentsy. I am Scentsy. I want them to think of Jacqui the Scentsy lady. Hopefully not the annoying Scentsy lady, but hopefully they're thinking of me when they think of Scentsy. And they just know that that's what I'm going to do, right? I'm the rock, right? I'm always there talking about Scentsy and the passion that I have for it. And so when it does come time, maybe they haven't ever ordered from me before. Maybe they've got a consultant, but who knows what that consultant's doing for them, guys? You never, never, never know what is going to bring a customer to you. Okay. So maybe this is somebody on your Facebook who already has a consultant and has had a consultant for years. But who knows if that consultant maybe doesn't drop off next month and is no longer a consultant. Who are they going to turn to? Are they going to go to you, their rock, who they know is always posting and is always active with Scentsy and always doing something? And they're going to be like, gosh, well, I know Jacqui does Scentsy. I know that she puts in orders once a week because I'm always seeing her posting about it. So, hey, at least I know I can order through her. Be that person. Be that person. And maybe when it comes time that they've made the decision to get off the fence and join Scentsy, who are they going to look for? They're going to look for the person who is consistent, who is working their business, who is putting effort into it. Because obviously, if they're coming off the fence and deciding to join, they're joining they have a why. They have a reason. They have a purpose for joining. And maybe it's fun money. Maybe it's full-time income. Maybe they've lost their job. Maybe their husband's out of work. Maybe they're trying to buy a new car. Whatever it is, they're looking for that. And they are going to go to the people who are going to be consistent and who they know are going to be a good support system for them in their business. So that's what I've got for you this week. It's kind of a boring topic, huh? I don't know. Was it boring? I hope it wasn't too boring. I'm sorry if it was. I apologize. If you guys have ideas of things that you would like to know more about, feel free to shoot them out to me. I'm always looking for ideas. You guys know that I come to you every week with my Scentsy chat. So, I'm not the genius here, obviously. So I am more than willing to help discuss, learn more myself about different ways to do our Scentsy business that we love so dearly. So feel free to shout those out. If I don't know the answer, trust me, I will figure it out, or I'll work on it, and we'll work on it together. Because, guys, we're in this together. I want all of us this year. 2015 is our year. If you are a consultant, 2015 is our year. We are taking it. We are going to rule this. We are going to own 2015 and we're going to rock it out. If you're not a consultant, you're going to be. Because if you're watching this, you at least have some interest in Scentsy. So think about it. You want it. You want to have our fun. Trust me, you want to have our fun. We rock. Scentsy rocks. Next week, I have a couple ideas. I was thinking possibly doing like a live walkthrough of a Facebook party. So that's an idea that I've got out there. Another one is more along the lines of team building. So motivating your team, helping with that. So I've got a couple ideas in the works, but again, if you guys have specific ideas or things that you want to know more about, don't hesitate to, like I said, you can comment here, you can comment wherever, Facebook, Instagram, however you follow me, text me, and I am more than happy to chat about your topic because, hey, we're on week 13. We're going into week 14 next week, and we got 51 more weeks left, right? We got lots of time to chat. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me for another week. I enjoy our time together, and I love getting your feedback. So those of you who take the time to give me your feedback, I truly, truly appreciate you, and I thank you. And I am rooting for you. So always know that even if you're having a bad day, you've got somebody in your corner. So I'm that person in your corner. I will root for you. I will cheer you on. I will help you to the best of my ability. So peace, love. I will talk to you all next week. Have a good one.